All right, we're going to the live scene. Just real quick here, I need to make sure. All right, microphone is set correctly, and then I need to change the focus on this webcam because, as you can see, it is a tad bit out of focus. Configure video. So if we assume that the models are always going to be about right here, configure video. Wow, this is the worst. This is the slowest I've ever seen my OBS. It's ridiculously slow. And connecting to chat. So we're getting some definite buffering going on, which is unfortunate, but nothing much I can do to fix it right now. We're just going to leave it going exactly as is. And give me a moment here. I need to be able to see the camera. How does that look? That looks pretty good. That ain't right. There we go. Okay. Done. And we're set to go. Okay, so let's get down to business to paint some sword slaves. So I went to the hobby store today and bought some paints. None that I need in particular for this job right now, but just some paints that I thought would come in handy for future. It's a couple of future use, and I got this in the mail today from eBay. There's my knife. Now, if I remember correctly, this is just a flight stand. It's for my Lynx, so that when it goes into its flight mode, ta-da! That's exactly what it is. Plastic flight stand and flyer base. Yay! I might play with that later, get it all set up. Okay. So what we're working on right now is these two guys, the sword slaves, for this character whose name I don't not remember. Yeah, I did some work on them already. Got the reds all done. Started on the demony fleshy bits, and I've got their chaplain all done except for maybe some like lettering on the scrolls and things like that. So that's what we're gonna be working on for the duration of the stream. I'm gonna be referring to reference materials pretty regularly, so I might not see you chatting. Oh, let's do that now. I just subscribed for 4 months in a row. Hey! A notification actually went off. That rarely happens. Awesome. Let's see how long it takes for it to go off on the stream. There it goes. Wow, we're getting some serious drop frames. It seems to be coming directly from the camera though, so I don't think there's anything I can do to fix it, unfortunately. Okay, nothing I can do to fix that then. Alright. Whoop. Okay, so I need to take a look at these blades after I get some light flesh here. Okay, that's what I thought. It's like kind of a stony look. Let's start blacking some stuff in here. Do I want to start blacking stuff in? No, before I do that, these guys have a whole lot of parchment on them. So it's not going to be real exciting to watch me paint parchment, but it is a necessary part of their color scheme. I realize some of it's not actually parchment, it's supposed to be like flesh, but I'm going to be giving it the same color scheme as the parchment and then adding some additional washes to it to make it look like begin. First, just gonna do a real light layer with dark sand so I can see kind of where everything is. Give us a starting point. So a quick thought, since Jatham, who is me, has been a subscriber for 4 months, that means we've been an affiliate of Twitch for 4 months. And we're up to 2 subscribers, one of whom is me. I'm not sure if that's against the rules or anything, but I have a different account I stream from than I watch from. So since there's a couple of us that use this Twitch account, it just made more sense to do that. So now we're just going to go in and do a little bit more refined layer coat so we get a nice consistent layer of dark sand across all of this skin slash cloth slash whatever else it may be. And then we're going to have to go in and use the same color to base coat all of our bone stuff. I'd say skulls, but you know there aren't any, but there's bones sticking out of a few areas on these guys. Thanks to their mutations. As per the norm on my stream, song request is on if you're on Twitch. Song request doesn't work if you're on YouTube, I'm sorry. Just do !SR and then type in the artist and title of the song that you want to request, and it will find it either on Spotify or YouTube. Either one. Alright, we'll go to a little smaller brush so we can get these bone parts. And get into some tighter spaces where there's fabric and paper. Like all these not purity seals. Mm. Okay. Might have a few more bones to paint on this guy than I thought I did. Because he's got all these teeth coming out of his sword. Teeth, claws, whatever they are. Apparently, they are bone colored. Where they may be. Should have started off with the blacks then. Would have allowed me to paint the rest of this sword before going in and doing these. I still can. It's not like I have to do a whole lot extra. I switched it up right now. We'll see. Stream is going to be very, very demony for the next little while, because I've got these guys and then 10 Galvor Bach, which are basically the original possessed, before every Chaos Legion had them. The Word Bearers had them, obviously. And then I've got a whole bunch of Khorne, both Space Marines and Demons, that I need to do them doing a commission on. Much lower level commission than this. These are my standard tabletop, which means that for me, they're painted to the best of my ability versus the other ones which are basic tabletop. So they're like 3-color minimum kind of thing. I don't really do a level system for my commissions. I just charge what I charge and then try to paint it like the best I can. And it seems to work for the most part. By the way, if you're trying to chat with me, I can't see my chat at all. So you are please try and chat me up, but it might be a little bit before I respond. I'm not ignoring you, I swear. Alright. It's dark sand. Now we need some pale sand. I think I must have missed some. Oh yeah, I definitely did. I knew I must have missed some little papery bits, and I did. Most of the other guy. So what we'll do is we'll do the pale sand step on this guy, and then we'll go back to dark sand on the other guy. Don't want to put the pale sand over everything. We want the dark sand still in somewhat in the recesses. Because a wash is going to go on after this. And while washes over light colors do look real nice, it's not quite the look we're going for. I recognize this one. I think this one gets used by mini wargaming. Maybe it's Tabletop Tactics or someone else. I'm not entirely sure. It could be any number of different people that I've heard this song used on their Battle Report videos. Okay, before we go on, dark sand this stuff up. I always found it funny in the 30k Horus Heresy era, the word bearers, who were basically responsible for the whole thing, only ended up going traitor in the first place because they were told they couldn't worship the Emperor. And then after the heresy, everyone's worshiping the Emperor. So ultimately, the word bearers won. They got exactly what they wanted. The Emperor, viewed as a deity, with a whole religion built around him. There we go. That's all those that need to be done. And we'll go back to the pale sand. bony stuff, we'll get an additional... After the wash, we'll get an additional bone white highlight and an ivory highlight. The paper stuff will just be maybe some ivory. We'll see. I'm going to come in and do the teeth on this sword after. As a secondary thing. After I've done the sword itself. So I'm not forgetting it. Just not doing it yet. That bot always takes so long to announce that I've gone live. It's the Go Live bot. You attach it to your Discord, and it sends an announcement in your Discord when you go live. I wish I could get it to announce in other people's. Like I'm in a couple of Discord channels that have a hey, let people know if you're streaming kind of thing on it. And as it is, I have to type it in by hand on each one of those. It'd be real nice if I didn't have to. There we go. Alright, our next step, we're going to take some Citadel Seraphim Sepia Shade. And we're going to apply that to all of our bone and our parchment. Give it a nice old brown tone. Especially in the shadows, the recesses. Not sure if there's even a point to doing it on the sword hilt yet, because I have to paint the sword still. And the sword's gonna be all black and stuff, so I might have to go back in and repaint all of these teeth and claws. Yes, I know it's a shade, you're supposed to put it in the recesses specifically, but for things like this, I like to brush it over the whole surface. So I'm a madman like that. So this music's music sounds like it could be from Command and Conquer instead of from the library of Kevin MacLeod, the master of music on YouTube. Because it's all royalty free. Just have to give him credit. And boy, howdy do I. Because it's royalty free. For which I am very grateful. Don't get me wrong, I don't sit around when the stream is off listening to Kevin MacLeod. But music's good. It helps me avoid copyright strikes. Therefore, I'll enjoy it. There we go. Oh, almost missed these two. I generally avoid buying Games Workshop paints, but their technical line, so the shades, glazes, that sort of stuff, it's just wonderful stuff. I even bought 2 more of them today. I got some Cassandra yellow and some Coleus green shade to, you know, experiment with and mix up my color sets and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now we're just kind of waiting on that to dry before I can go over it again with that pale sand. Not sure what have they done. Bone, or no, it's like a bronzy metal for this shoulder pad, the skull. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is, while we wait for that to dry, I'm gonna get some black out, and we're gonna hit up some shoulder pads, some guns, and swords. Some piping and tubing and stuff that needs to be toned back down to black as well. I obviously can't jump in and try to get everything, because, well, I can't, no matter how I'd like to. Man, my computer is struggling. Like, it usually struggles when I stream, but it's struggling a lot more than usual today. I'm really hoping to find myself with a new teaching job here in the very near future, so that I can afford the $1,000 to upgrade my computer. Because that's how much it's going to cost to get the kind of computer that I need to be able to stream. And to stream much more efficiently and effectively. So fewer dropped frames, fewer freezes and crashes, that sort of thing. Hopefully no freezes and crashes. That would be ideal. Alright, silver. Okay. Easy enough. Blue-gray, and a dry brush. Dark blue-gray in particular, as it is one of my favorites for doing things that are supposed to be dark. Okay, I need to see what this other guy's sword looks like. That did not help any. Forge World, you're failing me. I need better pictures. Okay. So we're going to do some dark blue-gray over these portions of this model. So the sword on these sword bearers. And then we're going to do some, I think, light gray. So it's going to be a bit of a jump in color, but that's what it looks like it's supposed to be, as a jump. Clean off the brush just yet. Just want a little dabby dab of light gray. Alright, and then I'm going to do one last gray highlight, but I want to do, there it is, sky gray, which is a very pale gray, as you can see. And why would I do sky gray, you may ask? Just to pick out some really bright edges. The light gray kinda left underwhelming. There we go. This song is weird. It's like a slightly out of tune trombone. Alright, we've been going for an hour now, and our numbers have been very, very few. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm going to continue working on these because I need to get them done and want to get them done. But we will stream again either Wednesday or Friday. I'll try to stream Wednesday, but no guarantees, because even though it's on the schedule, I don't often make my Wednesday stream. My Wednesday stream. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and end the stream. And just so you guys can see him, this is the chaplain dude that goes with these guys, whose name I can't remember. It is Zardu Layak. Yeah. Now you know why I couldn't remember it. And thank you everyone who decided to give this a watch. There'll be more to come in the future. Like I said, I got these guys to finish, 10 Galver Bach, a whole bunch of Berserkers and Bloodletters, that kind of thing. And when I'm done with that, we'll see, because I got all my Sisters of Battle stuff, so I might be painting them. Rob, the guy I'm painting these for, really wants to do some War Machines, so I've got my Cricks out, and I put together my Satyrix gun mages. They're pretty cool looking. Looking forward to painting those. I've got that 10-man unit of witches that I still need to prime up and paint. So there's lots of things coming in the near future. I'm hoping that since I'm making connections again in the gaming community around here, maybe I can start filming some battle reports to throw up onto the YouTubes. So stay tuned for possibilities for that. It all kind of depends on what's going to happen to me in the next couple months. So I'm at the point where I can't influence life. I'm just waiting for life to happen. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, and we'll check you later. Everybody have a wonderful beginning of their week.